Good day mga palangga, it's me again, Kate Chaves, and we are here in the coastal town of Dumangas in Iloilo. And today, I'ma give you a special ulat, a very helpful dish, space technology and disaster preparedness. A little about Diwata and a kwago, all made possible by the Department of Science and Technology. Confused? Can't blame you, but don't worry because I'm gonna make everything make sense in a bit. The ulat I was talking about is not a report, but an acronym for Understanding Lightning and Thunderstorms Project. Layunin nito na alamin at intindihin ang ating weather patterns. Paano? By understanding rainfall and lightning occurrences and their relationship with each other. Pati na ang mga extreme weather events, which in turn may help us improve weather forecasting. Kwago, on the other hand, is not an owl. Although, parang feeling ko nagiging owl na rin ako sa talino dito dahil sa space and science topic. Anyway, kwago stands for Knowledge Center for Weather, Atmospheric, Astronomical, and Geophysical Observation. Parang owl na symbol of wisdom. It is an educational hub for understanding space, weather observation, and remote sensing technologies. Haven talaga to ng mga scientists and students who are interested in science and technology. Itong Kwago project ng DOST. May mini library and ang daming computers with applications na pwedeng gamitin sa exhibits, lectures, audio-visual presentations, and seminars. But wait, there's more. Kwago will also serve as a storage for local weather and remote sensing data gathered from satellite subscriptions, automated weather instruments, Doppler radar, and climate field school data, and among others. We've just learned that there is more to our Department of Science Technology, or DOST, than giving out scholarships, although that's one of its main thrusts. After all, many young scientists today are beneficiaries of its Science Education Institute. So, Sir Brian, I know medyo scientific yung and very technical yung process natin. But just to help everyone who is watching us understand ano po talaga yung tulong na nagagawa nito. Because once we have the photos or the data na nakaka-capture natin and sabi nyo i-create na yung nakuhang photo, how can it help us? Paano siya nagiging tulong sa atin?
Yeah, thank you. That's first question. Actually, as we can see, the goal of actually building a satellite is to have that eye in the sky. Yun yung parang natin, Mayroon tayong mata sa taas that can oversee kung ano yung nangyayari sa Philippines. So, the question, kung ano ba yung mga different applications na pwede siyang gamitin. One would be for disaster mitigation or for disaster assessment. Like, diba, the Philippines, as we all know, we have around 20 to 25 typhoons per year, diba?
Yes.
So, ang iba doon malakas, ang iba doon sobrang lakas. So, gaya ng meron tayong yung mga recent nga, yung Ipaeng,
yes.
Meron pang typhoon ulit, yung mga typhoon. Tapos, as we all know din, pag may mga typhoons, marami siyang mangyayari, like mga floods, mga distractions sa mga ating mga bahay, mga landslides. So, with this eye in the sky, with these satellites, we could actually take captures of these areas and then assess kung ano yung extent ng flood, ano yung mga areas na naapektuhan, ano yung saan yung nangyari yung landslide, gaano kalaki yung landslide, ano yung mga ilan. So this information is really very vital, no? Kasi we actually once we have these images, binibigyan natin sila sa ating mga different stakeholders or disaster-related agencies like yung NDRRMC for their assessment and para to complement their efforts, and then para din mas mag-guided sila to make decisions on how to address these kinds of events.
Yes, ang galing naman. Pero ang daming computer dito, sir. So, can you just tell us briefly kung ano yung mga nandito and what are those numbers on the screen? Ano yung mga nangyayari dito?
Actually, for the operations of our own satellites, marami siyang components na kailangan bantayan. Yung each of those computers na nandyan would actually meron siyang different functions. Meron diyang component. I think kung pupunta kayo sa right mo, sige pa, that one, the farthest na. Yeah, this one.
This one, the last one.
Yeah. That computer actually is used to control the antenna itself. So, yung makita nyo sa labas, yung antenna sa labas, yan yung ginagamit natin para mag-i-control siya. Tapos, yung other computers, yan naman yung pang-control din ng ating satellite. So, kasi yung satellite kasi it's a complex complex machine or computer na marami kailangan ka marami ng mga aspects, no, like yung batteries niya, yung mga different attitude controls niya sa loob, mga code niya. So those computers din na nandiyan would actually tell us kung ano yung mga status nung mga components na nandun sa satellite itself. Kasi once dumaan kasi yung satellite sa Iloilo or within that range, binabato niyo yung information na sabihin niya, ito okay pa naman ako, yung batteries ko okay pa, yung components, mga communication components. So those kinds of things are vital, no, to check na kung ano yung overall status ng satellite itself.
Yes. And na-notice ko, we have computers, but no one is here. Like, walang may nakaupo dito to control anything. What's happening?
Sige. So, actually, the applications within those computers are designed to be as much as possible, tawag nito, hindi siya kailangan ng actual na tao na mag-operate. These are automatically. For example, once dadaan yung satellite, malalaman agad nung system na parating na siya, and then it would enable different functionalities, and then the antenna would actually automatically track. Gumagalaw kasi yung antenna natin sa labas. Would track these satellites. And then until mawala siya sa sa horizon, mawala siya sa coverage niya. So yun yung niya. Pero also ginagawa din namin para to check those computers we access them remotely. Meron po tayong access din remotely. So
nice. Ang galing. High-tech na talaga. If you are a foodie like me, pass muna tayo sa food ha. Behind me is the special dish that I was talking about earlier. The ground receiving station under ULAT project through the Department of Science and Technology, Advanced Science and Technology, or DOST-ASTI. Remember the 𝗦𝘁𝗁 that I mentioned earlier? 𝗦𝘁𝗁-2 is our very own satellite in space. And it is in constant communication with this dish, the Iloilo Ground Receiving Station. Sana all may communication, no? And kung gusto nyong malaman kung ano ba yung Climate Field School, aba, may ipapakilala ako sa inyo. Halika. Hi, sir! Look at my friend here. This is Sir Ricky Dador, the Chief Meteorological Officer of the Dumangas Weather Station. Hi, Sir Ricky!
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Ayan.
And welcome.
Ay, thank you. Can I join you? Ayan. Kasi, Sir Ricky, sabi ko sa kanila, meron tayong ditong Climate Field School. Pwede mo bang ma-share sa kanila, ano ba yung Climate Field School?
Okay, the Climate Field School is the first climate field school in the Philippines and second in Asia.
Wow!
Yes, it is an innovative approach of the LGU using climate information and for the decision-making of farmers. Tinuturuan natin kasi yung mga magsasaka kung paano nila gagamitin itong weather and climate information.
So, sa mga interested dyan, Sir Ricky, ano ba talaga yung mga napag-aaralan or natutunan nila with Climate Field School? Like, can you give us a best example, specific example?
Yes, ma'am. Isa kasi sa pinaka-importanting topic na dapat malalaman ng ating mga magsasaka is the seasonal forecast. The seasonal forecast application kasi sa seasonal forecast, they are given 6 months ahead of the forecast. But again, we are sinasabi natin sa ating mga magsasaka that we cannot guarantee 100% accuracy of the forecast.
Yes.
Even 70 to 80% the accuracy of forecast. But at least mayroon silang mga idea, mayroon silang mga basis kung anong gagawin nila pag nalalaman nila yung mga forecast. Like, mayroong limited rainfall. So, what kind of rice ang itatanim nila and when to plant. So, diyan makikita natin ang the application ng seasonal forecast on their decision making ng mga magsasaka natin.
Pero di ba, sir, kasi noon, yung difference is that, nung way back, yung mga kapanahunan pa ng lolo at lola natin, or mga lolo and lola ng lolo and lola natin, na yung mga basis nila, yung mga nalalaman lang nila, ano nga yung mga
indigenous
ginagawa.
knowledge.
Yes, indigenous knowledge.
Kasi based on their experiences na tinuro ng mga lulo at lulo nila, na pinapasa-pasa na yung mga communication like the movement of the bees, the movement of the ants, the earthworm, and even the cracking of the frogs. Yun kasi yung mga basis nila kung uulan ba o hindi. But again, hindi natin winawala doon sa mga paniniwala ng mga magsasaka. We are just adding the scientific way of forecasting. Yung base doon sa mga satellite model, satellite data, na ito yung mangyayari. Then sabi namin sa kanila, huwag niyong iwala yung mga paniniwala ninyong binigay ng mga matatanda sa inyo, but we have to add on the scientific way of forecasting.
At least mas stronger,
yes.
No? Mas malaki yung chances na tama yung gagawin nila. And through QUAGO, our knowledge center for weather, atmospheric, astronomical, and geophysical observation, and ULAT, or Understanding Lightnings and Thunderstorms Project, tinututukan din po ng ating DOST ang space technology which can directly help Filipinos before, during, and after calamities. Mga palangga, salamat sa pagsama sa akin today. See you all soon. Once again, I'm Kate Chaves.